If the Milwaukee Bucks have yet another disappointing playoff run and lose in the first round, questions will start to rise about the future of Giannis, and there has been one team that has been linked to him lately through numerous articles and online clippings from this year and a couple of years ago, back when they were really seriously pursuing him, and that is the Dallas Mavericks. Giannis will be a free agent in 2025, and, while the possibility of him becoming a Maverick is not a lot, you gotta think that this trio would absolutely break the NBA. I mean, Giannis is absolutely incredible. One of the best players in the NBA, probably top 5 when healthy. He just doesn't have the recency bias that everybody else does because he was injured for the playoffs this year, but he averaged 30.4 points per game, over 11 rebounds on 61% shooting from the field. Now the 3-point percentage, the free throw percentage is obviously an issue, but he's also an elite defender, 5-time all-defense. He actually lost his streak of consecutive all-defensive teams last year, but he's 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan. And I mean, just look at this: chase down blocks left and right, volleyball spiking it into the front row off Jovic. Not a good idea right there. And then here he is playing this pick and roll to perfection as the help guy. Brook Lopez has to step up, Hartenstein dives, and Giannis is just going to erase that at the rim. Great stuff right there. And then here he is, he's just going to jump this horns action that McCall Bridges is coming off of and get the steal going the other way and dunking it home. A very instinctual play there, but it works out for him. Almost loses that, could have been a carry, but he's going to dunk it home. And then, of course, in the pick and roll, he's great, but also right here, in transition, both offensively and defensively, is where he thrives. Going up and getting it. His head almost hit the rim right there. That is crazy stuff right there from Giannis. Just an absolute freak athlete. And then I'm just not sure why Killian Hayes thought this was a good idea. He obviously sees him coming, and Giannis blocks it with his elbow. But that's Killian Hayes for you, I guess. Now, this man is unstoppable in transition on the offensive side of the ball. People will be making business decisions, getting out of the way of him coming downhill, like Tobias right there. His little Euro step is extremely tough to stop. I mean, he dunked that. He picked his dribble up at the 3-point line and dunked it. That is crazy work. Almost took the net with him. Here he is getting downhill again on Julius Randle. Guys, just get out of the way because he is such a load coming downhill. Just absolutely makes Isaiah Stewart his son right there. And Isaiah Stewart is a big, strong dude too. That's not easy to do. Gets him going downhill and just dunks on his face. He is also a slasher. When he gets it out on the perimeter, he can go baseline. A little reverse layup there. Here he's going to get it once again, go baseline, and then this time hit the counter move, which is the spin for the and one. And now driving in against, who's that? Haywood Highsmith, I believe, for the dunk. Or no, that's not Highsmith. That's somebody else for the Heat. But gets the dunk. And then the post back. Little quick spin here against Tobias Harris for the dunk. Once again, now he's going to get into his little mid-range game, kind of little jump hook action with the right hand. He's got every move in the bag down low. He is like a hybrid between like a Tim Duncan maybe at 6'11" with post moves, very skilled, and then like LeBron, I guess. I don't know what the best explanation for him is. He's just a freak. How about we go with that? And then this right here, just catching it and finishing it backwards. Look at the Thanasis over there getting hype. But the X factor for Giannis, as it always has been, is his jump shot, which is just not good. 27% from 3, despite the fact that he's been putting a lot of time in on it. Misses the first one there. You always got to reload your shooters, and he knocks that one down. But I think it would be the perfect situation with him going to Dallas, playing alongside of Luka and Kyrie. I mean, just imagine the pick and rolls. They made Derek Lively look like the best 20-year-old we've ever seen in the Western Conference Finals. Imagine what they will do with Giannis. Giannis might average a 35-point double-double, and Luka would probably average 30 and 15 with Giannis in Dallas. Crazy. I mean, Luka already put up video game numbers. That kind of scoring on 49% shooting from the field and 38% from 3 shouldn't be fair, but it happened. Imagine Giannis in this pick and roll right here. Imagine Giannis running the floor. The full court lobs that they used to throw to Derrick Jones Jr. Giannis can step right in. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it would be a really, really fun thought to think about. And then you throw in Kyrie to this equation, who one of the most pure basketball players of our generation. 25.6 points per game, 5 assists, 5.2 rebounds, 1.4 steals. He just makes basketball look so beautiful when he plays it. Not even glazing. I mean, just watch some Kyrie highlights for a little bit. 50, 40, 90 efficiency last year, 6 attempts from 3 on 26 points per game. That should be talked about more because that is absolutely wild. the fact that he's their number 2 creator is an insanely elite option. I mean, he was the number 1 on a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals for a couple of years in a row. With that being said, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yes, the videos have been a little bit further and far between, been busy with college, but by the time the preseason kicks off on October 4th, we're going to be getting back to it, everyday upload, so make sure you subscribe for that. Also, make sure to hit the like button on this video. We're looking for about 200 likes on today's video, so if you could help us out with that, it'd be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the video, because you also have to throw in Klay Thompson into this equation here. 18 points a game, at 3.3 rebounds, at 2.3 assists in 30 minutes per game last year for Klay. 43% shooting from the field, 39% from 3 on 9 attempts. He's still got it from downtown. I mean, 39% from 3 on 9 attempts, nothing to sneeze at, and he shot 93% from the free throw line, which is insanely efficient. Little step back here, knocking it down. He had 13 games where he made 6 or more three-pointers, which is a really good accomplishment, honestly, knocking it down from downtown. Now, as for the Bucks, this team has an aging roster. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I like their offseason. I like their draft picks. I like A.J. Johnson. I like their second-round pick, Tyler Smith. I had him as like a top 15 prospect. I was huge on him. But Damian Lillard's 34. Chris Middleton is now 33 and only played 55 games last year. Brook Lopez is at the end of his career. He's 36. Bobby's still 29. He's still got some years left, but he's still getting up there. Gary Trent Jr. was a great addition, in my opinion, this offseason. I really like Trent coming over from the Raptors on kind of a Malik Beasley type one-year prove-it deal. 13.7 points a game, 2.6 assists, 1.7 rebounds. That's a great addition for a team that is competing at that 2-guard spot, a guy that can shoot at 39% from 3 on 7 attempts, kind of replacing Malik Beasley, and he is 26 years old, so maybe they get a long-term deal worked out if he plays good this year. If not, I mean, they got some young guys like Andre Jackson, they got Marjon Beauchamp, we talked about A.J. Johnson and Tyler Smith, who I think are both going to be good players for them eventually, but now taking a look at the finances, could this trade even work out? Well, to start with, you'd have to get rid of Maxi Kleber and Daniel Gafford. It'd probably have to be some sort of a sign and trade, maybe even Klay Thompson on the way out. But getting rid of these two would get you under the first apron, so you could go ahead and go out and get Giannis, or at least throw an offer at him. You'd be in the second apron, which would be tough. And it's probably not going to happen, but just look at this lineup. This lineup wins an NBA championship without a doubt. And if you have a chance to go out and do this, you got to go do it. I mean, you bring in Giannis to Luka to Kyrie to Derek Lively. Najee Marshall's the perfect glue guy for this lineup. That's a championship team right there. And you bring Klay off the bench with Quentin Grimes, P.J. Washington. Maybe P.J. has to go. P.J. or Klay would probably have to go just so they don't have to pay $100,000 million in the luxury tax, unless Mark Cuban's able to do that, which honestly he probably will. But like I said, this is not likely to happen. I think Giannis will probably stay in Milwaukee for the long term. He said he wants to stay there, but if he does go, Dallas would definitely be an interesting place for him to end up. Now, that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button, as well as leaving me a comment down below, as it really helps out in the YouTube algorithm. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.